So life is good. We're here in Kobuk on the river. We got everything set up. Well, not quite everything. We got everything in the dry tent, the bug out tent. But now we're gonna have our first beer on the Kobuk.
And we're late.
And
we're late for this beer.
Yeah, exactly. This should have been 3 or 4 hours ago.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What is it? It's 8:15.
8:15 in the evening. And the sun still has 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Or barely, it'll dip.
Before they call it.
We're above the Arctic Circle.
So it's the first time for me being above the Arctic Circle, I think.
Oh, well.
Because I never went up the...
That's another toast.
I never went up the...
Then we're going to have to throw you in the water and christen you.
Oh, yeah, I remember there was one years ago.
It's like crossing the equator.
Yep, exactly. Well, we're going to make dinner, and I'll probably turn this thing on again for dinner. So there's a barge coming up the Kobuk, and John's been in contact with the captain. He was the one that let us know that there were some sandbars and it wasn't too high. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that big, even though I don't know if I've ever seen a barge smaller than that. It's exactly.
And he isn't full either. That's the same guy. You got blue filter, but at least you left. Look at the window moving around.
There's our sleeping tent. And our party tent. Oh, I mean our cook tent. So we can't see the Brooks Range from here just because of the buckbrush and that between us and that, but right to the north here is the very west end of the Brooks Range. We saw that when we were flying in. So the Kobuk River runs along about 100 miles of the west end of the Brooks Range, the south side, and collects all the water coming off the range and flows out to Kobuk, which is out on the Bering Sea. Pretty cool. There's probably a half dozen communities. We passed some of them. Kobuk. And this is the 16th. Yeah. This is the 16th, first full day.
Friday the 16th.
On the Kobuk. Woke up this morning and it was overcast completely. And in the last 2+ hours, gorgeous breakfast. And it's cleared up. It's gorgeous out there.
And those 2 redheads came in, remember?
Oh, well, are we going to talk about them?
That they would fly in just to camp with us.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
And as always, the Swedish bikini team is coming tomorrow.
Oh. Those Harley girls are going to be pissed.
But it's a gorgeous day. We're going to get the fishing equipment out here and fish some.
Any hour now.
And in the meantime, of course, gourmet food. So I probably shouldn't admit this on video, but it's 3:30 in the afternoon and we just got out of the cook tent after having breakfast and drinks and munchies, etc. So nice relaxing day. It's 3:30 in the afternoon and we're going to go fishing. But you had to make like 4 casts to catch that fish, didn't you?
I've worked all day for this. A 4 o'clock start, 4 casts. There's something to the numerology here. 4 and 4.
Yep.
And now 4 runs.
Yeah, and we'll be here for 4 days. I think 4 is our number.
4 is the number. It's a nice one. He's wearing down a little. This is probably a good 20-pounder.
And he's right in that current too.
Yep.
I was going to walk out to the front of the boat and cast right into it, but I guess you don't even have to do that. Yeah.
I'm slowly regaining line on him. This is just like Utah fishing, only really different. Instead of a 1-pound trout, we got 20 plus.
Tiring out. There he is. I can see the white.
As he sees me, he's gonna reject and try it.
Bolt
Last
again.
gasp.
Yeah, I see it. That's probably a good 32-inch.
That's a sheefish.
Oh, somewhere it was hard. It caught in the eye or in the cheek. Oh, maybe not. No, it's in the lip. It's in the lip.
It's a legitimate catch.
Yeah, it's in the lip. Just the hook is long. Ow!
That's a sheefish.
Cool.
Isn't that a beauty?
Yep.
Go.
Up.
We're going to give him a little
Yep.
mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Pump him.
He gave up a good fight. I keep doing this until he swims away out of his own volition.
Exactly. Until he starts kicking those there.
That's right now.
Yep. There he goes.
That was a good 20-pounder. Fun. Your turn.
Yep. Absolutely. Cooking sheefish and pike
And John's hands.
and John's hands. I just won't suck on John's hands. What time is it?
8:35.
8:35 in the evening. And it was an absolutely gorgeous day on the Kobuk. Morning started off a little cloudy, a little iffy, and then it burned off pretty quick or blew away, whichever. But life is good.
Almost time to eat.
Yep. Yep, even though today's been like every time's been to eat. We've eaten a lot. Well, an hour later and fish has been devoured, most of it. There'll be some for breakfast. And we still have a pike to pick at. In the Middle Ages, they used to pick with pikes, right? Or pike with picks. So another great breakfast, eggs, bacon, sheefish. Not only sheefish fish, but roe. John, you're a great cook.
Thank you. Fish on.
This is John's like fourth cast in a row. Poor guy's getting tired pulling them in. These guys usually jump, so.
We can get him to jump.
Yeah, that's why I'm moving behind.
Guy's got some fight in him.
Yep. Is it a big pike? No, it's a sheefish.
He's not the giants we've been catching, but he's a nice one.
Yeah. I don't think we've caught anything but a nice one. Big ones, massive ones, and nice ones. Haven't caught a small one yet. There's the...
Beautiful fish. What would you say, 16, 17 pounds?
Yep, yep. Probably 32 inches, 36 maybe.
It could even be 18.
I got this on 240 frames a second.
I'll pick him up and then I'll release him.
Ow!
I love it.
Absolutely.
I don't remember catching fish up the stream here.
Right, you'd said that.
I always got them out there.
Well, it's pretty high. It's not narrow and shallow.
Yeah, we could walk across before.
Exactly. So it's deep enough that they probably feel safe in it. Because they're not really a surface feeding fish, it doesn't seem. Look at that. Oh,
Beautiful fish.
yeah, absolutely. I've been walking them back in the shallows here. And then when you hold them,
Walk, come!
yeah, exactly. We've seen some really big footprints and we know there's wolves here and we don't want Buck to be tangling with them.
They don't want to be in the shallows.
Yep.
giving up easily, is he?
No, and he has the current, but he's also getting good water through his lungs. So all mine have swum away pretty good.
Buck, come!
That's a big one.
He is. Yeah, he's over 20 pounds for sure.
Yeah, he's a big one. You might move him into shallower, but either way, I think he's getting pretty tired.
Good boy.
Good, there's very little current here, a little less.
Buck, the new sheefishing guy.
Oh!
That's a fish and a half.
Exactly. That's a sheefish.
That's a 25 pounder, I think.
Buck. Good job. Ow!
Gotta love it.
Yep. Down on the sandbar where it hits the Kobuk. But we've been tracking some big paws. Just to size it. Wolf tracks. Wolf tracks. See how much broader they are than bucks. Buck has little feet and not big honking claws. Anyway, critters that live here. Here's a float. Ow! Our first real visit other than the tug. Well,
Bon appetit. Kobuk sheefish chowder.
exactly. Absolutely superb. This is roughing it.
You could make
in
a
the-
meal of this. Oh
in the
wait, we
Arctic.
will.
All under pressure. it doesn't get any better. The weather is actually looking a little brighter, even though it's still, of course, overcast. End of day 2 on the Kobuk. So this is our 3rd day on the Kobuk, and our 3rd absolutely great breakfast.
Thank you. Andouille sausage and a salmon omelet.
Life is good. You can see our cook tent has worked out great. When it rains, maybe you get a little water on the sides, but plenty of room. We're staying high and dry. And then outside, you can see it's overcast, but it looks like it might be a real nice day. It might burn off, or not.
You have a knife?
Yes, you do. A big one or a little one?
No, just to spread
Oh,
the
regular.
cheese. Thank
It
you.
has dust on it already. Yeah, dirt on it. God, how we suffer out here above the Arctic.
It's combat conditions.
Exactly. But I think a toast to another fine meal.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
People don't understand what roughing it is like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Above the Arctic Circle.
And especially at our age, you know. We're real explorers. There's a close-up of heavenly meal. So I didn't film any when these guys came over, but they're two hydrologists.
Put their names in for the document. Kevin, Eric, and Edmund.
What were the names again?
Kevin, Eric, Edmund.
Kevin, Eric, and Edmund. Eric was the pilot.
Edmund's the pilot.
Edmund's the pilot, okay. But anyway, they're doing hydrology studies up here, doing a bunch of map checking, etc. of this small little area of North America.
They're mostly flying and fishing.
Yeah.
Sightseeing.
Yeah, we had to tell them exactly where they're not going to catch anything, you know, just to be good neighbors. So is a helicopter a direct drive? Is there a clutch between it?
I think it is.
Okay.
Well, direct drive, you mean a shaft? Yes.
Face into the wind.
They beat the air into submission.
That's why they all have female names.
Edmund's just being real courteous and not blowing us away instead of running down the beach.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking if he lands close here, I'm going to be pissed.
He's being a nice guy.
He could pull right on that point and be out of our way, and I'd have an excuse to walk up and look at his helicopter. That's really the best spot for his props too, eh?
Yeah, he wouldn't have had enough beach before, now he does.
Exactly. So I think we inadvertently told him exactly where the fish are, but I think there's enough for everybody. We'll be joining them here in a minute. So I forgot to wear my headsie, so I'm trying to hold this in my hand as this sheefish fights. And this is probably only about a 15-pounder. Gets out in the current there. Buck, no! No!
Hey.
Buck!
Hey.
Just yell no. I just don't want him to get hooked by a hook. So I bring them up in the current, and they keep the water going by their gills. You see? See that sheefish? Ow! Now I'm gonna get him off the hook. So again, we've been joined or whatever by some hydrologists that are doing work for the Canadian government, or I mean the US government. We're in Alaska. And they're here fishing on the Kobuk with us. There's our camp across the little creek here. There's Troy. I think John's probably Filleting a sheefish for him. Look at Buck out on the float. Hey John, Buck is keeping an eye out for sharks. He doesn't want you getting hurt. He's out on the... Yeah.
Well, I offered him that river and he was not. Okay, so there's another good stones that they're big, so if you pick them, maybe I'll put
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
What were your names again?
My name's Eric.
Eric and
Yep. Edmund.
Edmund. And
Kevin Stark.
Kevin.
Refining his filleting skills.
Exactly. Yeah, John's an expert at this.
Yeah, a little different than what we've done before, but pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah, we went through probably 10 pounds already and not a bone.
Oh, nice.
So it's been really nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Of course, the one bone, you know,
Yeah.
the last bite.
Yeah.
But
like this.
That's all I can do for you, boss.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
That's more than enough.
yeah,
Is that
still
a float?
filming.
The yellow?
Excellent job, John.
Is that a float?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. We've got one mounted under the helicopter. So
Yeah, I was going to bring my headsie today. It's our
There you
last day here, and I spaced it out again.
Yep.
You know, it's packed in the pack. But I can tell a bigger story than a GoPro can, so, you know.
it's better without.
And damn GoPro tells the truth. Yeah, they're killing it out on the stream there. I did 7 casts and 6. I missed 1 cast.
Oh, God, I love it.
So another gorgeous sheefish. I'm 5 for 6. But I'm the photographer here, so look, oh God, that guy's big. Probably 30 pounds.
Yeah, probably. If I can pick them up.
Hiya, Buck. How are you? How are you? There's a sheefish. Look at that, I let go of let all the tension out and he swims right at me.
He's hoping for a Hollywood concert.
Okay, off now.
Thanks for the info.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Have fun.
Hey, do you want beef jerky?
Beef jerky is good.
Thank you.
And of course, I don't want you
Get some
to
more.
carry too much on that small little helicopter.
Oh, you got to lighten the load.
Yeah, I have fun before from. I don't know if you ever use like Dropbox or any of that stuff where you can put photos up on the cloud and people can just download them?
I can do that. Flickr or
Yeah.
on Apple, we have Apple stores them for us. But
Sure. Oh. I could also just pick out 3 of the best ones and email them to you too.
yeah, either way.
Whatever.
I'll probably put a bunch on YouTube.
YouTube?
James Engel, E-N-G-L-E.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Finally, we've been looking.
So you should see this thing when we have all our stuff in it.
Yeah.
This is our light load. We have like just so packed in there. It's crazy.
Let me take your pole.
Thank you.
Up.
Nice.
Pretty basic, but gets
That'll
the job
do the
done.
job,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Buck, you gonna sit down right by us here? Here, Buck.
Good boy.
Rock star.
He's like, who's that guy manhandling me?
Stay. Ready?
Here. Ready as we're gonna.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Give me your names again.
Edmund.
Kevin Stark.
Eric Lindquist.
Excellent. Great meeting you guys.
Likewise.
Fun time.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Next time you said they were going to fly around and take some pictures of the spot, but we'll see.
Edmund's just being courteous, doing what he just did.
Yeah, not blowing us off the beach. There they are, they're coming around. So we just spent the last hour cutting up, dicing, slicing. Still some things to go in on another fabulous dish by John Eckert. And what is it exactly?
Thank you. This is Indian buttered chicken. And it is, we're browning the chicken. We've already done the onions and garlic. The rice is cooking. The garlic naans will be on the table soon. And we will pressure cook this for about 10 minutes with all the other ingredients. And it comes out heavenly.
This is like meal 8 or 9 that ranks in the heavenly category. So
Doesn't everybody eat Indian on the Kobuk River?
exactly. And just to show you what a beautiful day it turned out. Look at that blue sky. Little haze, but not much. Sun's coming down. And the Pelican Queen is just sitting pretty. Moved her a little bit from where she has been, but everything's coming down, currents are changing, so we had to put her in a new spot. We will be back when this meal is served. Well, we've already started eating. We forgot about filming because the food is so fantastic.
Thank you.
It was an absolutely gorgeous evening. The last evening on the Kobuk.
You're bringing tears to my eyes.
I know. I wouldn't be against staying more, but I'm also sure I'm going to be absolutely flabbergasted with seeing that section too. Where are we heading next?
We'll be in King Salmon, very close to the thriving town of Naknek, where 90% of all wild Alaska salmon come from.
Ooh. So big fishing town, and the buddy we're meeting runs some fishing boats and is in that business, and I guess this is probably prime season.
He's right in the thick.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to see him, have dinner with him, whatever, but he might be busier than hell. So we're gonna have dinner. Last night on the Kobuk, Pelican Queen, parked right there at the confluence. It's 12:30, by the way, 12:30 at night, or 12:30 in the morning, however you want to look at it. John just racked. I'm just doing a little extra cleanup because we're leaving in the morning. Getting up early. Gotta have a breakfast and pack everything back in the Pelican Queen. Hopefully we'll be out here by noon. Or stuck here for another day, which wouldn't be against my will. Good night. Well, our last morning on the Kobuk. Working on a beautiful breakfast. You can see the tent's been taken down. Slowly moving things.
Cheers.
Slowly moving things out of the tent, packing things.
Less than 5 knots of wind, blue skies, sun is circling overhead. Life is good.
It's going to be an absolutely gorgeous run south, we're hoping. Another great meal by John Eckert.
Thank you.
Another great breakfast.
Don't forget the bacon.
And the bacon.
Peppered bacon.
Good. Bacon.
Not necessarily what every Indian would eat.
Yeah.
It's clear.
There's one right there on the Coleman stove. Got everything almost broke down and packed. Got Pelican Queen moved over. Be packing soon. And then in the air. Hey, Buck. Yeah. He goes, we're not going to leave, are we? I have more birds here than I've ever had in my life.